watching HTV.
Leave it, headache, bad night. I'll tell you where I went last night, right? You know, I got out with my showbiz friends. You know Tom York out of Radiohead? You must know Tom York out of Radiohead. Only like the biggest pop star in the entire Western world. I went out of him, right? I'll tell you why. He phoned me up. He's in the right state. He's just broken up with his girlfriend. He used to go out with Raquel out of Coronation Street, the one who dumped Curly and went to live in Malaysia. He used to go out with her and they was going to get married, but she wanted to keep her own name, like a lot of actresses do, and have a double-barrelled name. And then she called the wedding off because she realised she'd be Sarah Lancashire York, which is pretty ridiculous. And then he gone out, you know Sheryl Crow, big pop singer, kind of very attractive in a kind of camel sort of way. Every day is a... He went out with her, and she had exactly the same problem. She called it off because she thought, I'll wind up being called Sheryl Your Crow. And then, how ugly is that? Oh, here you go. This is a bit of gossip that'll probably be coming out. It will be coming out soon, so I might as well show it to you now. This is me. I've joined Prodigy. What happens is he runs around going, I'm a fire starter, I'm a fire starter, and I go behind with a big bucket of sand. Like that. Because, you know, it can be dangerous, this. And also, anyone want some aftershave? Because I'll tell you why, because I ain't going to wear this stuff no more. Because what it is when you put this on, I found that I would just walk into a bar, restaurant, Wimpy, somewhere like that, and just go up to a woman and go, hi, how you doing? Do you want to come home and sleep with me? I couldn't do any, I'd try and, like, chat it, but it was just all, and basically, so I've stopped using it now. Because it's, there you go. Obvious, very, very ugly thing to wear. What have we got? Oh, do you like the new place, by the way? Do you like it? Yeah. I'll tell you why I'm here, actually, because they said to me, right, I said, I'm Steed, I'm John Steed, and they go, no, we got this other old bloke now, he's going to be John Steed, and we want you to be Gambit. And I thought, bollocks. I'm not going to get my hair all curly and wind up on a coffee advert doing that, so I acted it, and I've come home. I've come home with the ump like that. What have we got? Oh, here, look. Oh, ructions. Don't talk to me about ructions, you've got no idea. What about this? Scylla come round my house, right? She come round and I said, Scylla, you want to borrow chocolate? And I gave her a chocolate bar, wouldn't eat it, right? I had to give her that, right? Seriously, that's all she will eat, Star Bar. So Brucey come round and I said to Brucey, do you want some pineapple chunks, right? And he said, oh, no, I don't want normal pineapple. And I said, well, do you want Star pineapple chunks? And he said, no, Scylla's the Star. I want to, look, this is what I have to buy for him, look. Wonder Star. They're bloody ridiculous. Oh, this shouldn't be here either. Look, I bought this, I walked out the shop without paying for it, look. I'll get in trouble for that. No, seriously. So, I'll tell you what I've done, right? I've had this thing fitted in my wall. It's called a dumb waiter, all right? Basically, what it is, there's a little bloke down there in a dicky bow who can't speak, right? No, keep me in the wall. No, it's fantastic, look. Right, say for instance, right? Say for instance you got this, right? What you got there is some sort of commando, some sort of freedom fighter engaged in a fight with a big army. There he is. Obviously a rebel, some coming out of the jungle. And here, look, some perfectly ordinary lemon. See? There you go. What you do is you put it in here. Look. Ready? And then my family, right? My family, my Welsh cook, she mixes it all up in a bowl. Look at that, there you go. There you go, look at that, lemon curd. lemon curd. I don't know why I invite you people around, to be honest. So, well, listen, I'll tell you what, you're lucky to find me in, because obviously this time of night, normally I'd be out and about. Hello? Hello, Vanessa, yeah, it's me. Yeah? No, I'm at the car. No, it's parked in the same place where I dropped you off before. Where did you leave it? Hang on, sorry, it's Vanessa Fell. I dropped it off before. You left what, your lunchbox? What, you left it outside the car? I don't know, it might still... Oh, so I found it, Vanessa, I found it. No, I found it, it's here. It's here. No, it's here, I'll bring it up to you. It's all right. I'll bring it up to your office. All right, see you later. Here we go. Oh, now then, that shouldn't have been left lying around. I'm sorry about this, just give me a second. I've got... I'll show it you, but don't go running off telling everyone that you've seen my bit, right? My copy of it. Look at that. Fantastic new board game, Outrun the Hand Grenade. Okay? that is the biggest game in America. Come Christmas, forget about Teletubbies. That will be the big Christmas game, but you can't get it in this country yet. I've just bought my one from the States. Fantastic. Hours and hours of fun for all the family. Outrun the Hand Grenade. Superb game. But I bet one of my dopey cleaners has left that there, right? I know who it is. It's the baby one. It's all right when Ginger does it. That one always makes a mess for it. Right, I'll tell you what we got, right? So what do you know about me? You know I make all these fantastic programmes. And here's one I made. It's about a very, very good friend of mine in Canada. It's in the United States of America, Canadian border. And fantastic tale to tell. He once met a grizzly bear, the North American bear, which is the most dangerous animal in the world, right? Apart from a lion. Or a tiger or a snake or one of them Australian spiders that bite you. But nevertheless, it's a pretty frightening animal, right? And this is his story about meeting it.
I'm standing here like this, and I'm watching this thing coming at me just streamlined. Now, his ears are pinned back, and the fur's in real tight, and he's coming real fast, low to the ground. And now we're on it's not winter then, we're on almost like a field of grass, and he hits maybe 20 feet in front of him, and he hits the brakes, and he just slides all the way.
Right, he's in a car, obviously. It's a bear in a Ford Capri, all right?
Now, I'm standing here, the old man just ends up right here, just like this, that close. Now, he's about like this, and he's looking up at me like this. Now, I've lost all my faculties. I've shit myself, I've pissed myself.
Hang on, what now? You... Well, we'll just carry on filming anyway.
And I'm all done. I'm standing there, and I am just absolutely shell-shocked. And I'm looking at this bear, and it wasn't so much the size of the bear or those little beady eyes for that massive skull, those little beady eyes that just sink back. It was the stench.
Which, funny enough, is exactly the same story as the bear tells. It wasn't just your size or your little bit, it was the stench, man.
Oh, that son of a bitch. I mean, at this distance, he's here now. And I'm right here. And I'm looking at him like this. And, of course, I'm not moving because I'm off in another world. I'm so scared.
Yeah, you're in the planet of poo my pants only. Anyway, come on, let him carry on, tell his story.
And we're playing this game back and forth, we're looking, and I'm waiting in my mind for something to happen, someone to make the first move. Well, he makes the first move. He comes in with his snout, and just like a horse.
I'll tell you the great thing about his bloke. He's telling this story, right, about the bear coming and hitting into him, but he's more than just he's the greatest storyteller because he lives it. He acts it out in the way that I do. Have a look.
Like a horse bucking you, like this. He snaps me in the chest, everything he's got. So now I fly back.
There we go. That's fantastic.
So I get back up like this. Because when I'm laying there, and I'm looking at this old man, all the theories of all the experts are coming through my mind now. I haven't read nothing on grizzly bears, but from what I've watched from TV, they say, play dead.
Right. Very important point. For any of you people, if you're ever attacked by a grizzly bear, right, you could be walking home, I don't know, Finsbury Park, somewhere like that, whatever. Big grizzly bear comes out, play dead. Just lie down on the ground, have nothing to do with it at all. It will come, it will smooch around you, but don't make any noise, don't make any sound, don't do anything to aggravate the bear. He's a trained woodsman, so obviously that's what he would have done, I think.
So what I do is I draw a blade half out of sheath, just like this. Now...
Don't threaten a grizzly bear with a knife. Okay?
He doesn't show whether he catches the infraction or not, but I knew damn well he caught it. So I'm looking at this bear, and he's looking at me, and no sound. He's not jaw popping, he ain't swinging his head, he's just looking at me, just like this. So I draw him, and I'm standing there. And I look and I say, all right, old man, you're going to kill me sure as I'm standing here. Because your fighting prowess is 50 times mine, and I know I'm going to die. But I am so pissed off with all the bullshit you put me through. I'm going to take both of these before I go down, sure as God made little green apples, and I'm going to shove them right up your ass, and that's a fact.
I'm going to shove them up your ass. Don't do that to the bear, all right?
And I just stood there, and we waited, and it was like time stood still. And he looks, and he goes like this, just like this, side to side, and...
Right, just incidentally, if you go to London Zoo anyway, any animal behaviourologist will tell you that when a bear does that, it means you dopey, red-barreted moron. I'm gonna rip your gizzards out. But funnily enough, no, see what happens, look.
I swear to God, if a bear could smile, he could do that. And it was like, yeah, okay, I can see where you're coming from. He turns around, full 180 degrees, and he just walks away.
Absolutely fantastic. It's an absolutely true story. And what happened, right, we jump forward now in his story several years, because what's happened is he's been so moved by this experience that he wants to meet the bear again, okay? And to do this, he designs a suit. He's got a 7-year quest to design a suit which will protect him from a bear attack should he achieve his dream of meeting the bear again. So anyway, let's jump forward, and here he is.
After 7 years of work, Troy Hurtubise has designed and built a suit of clothing that is guaranteed to protect him against a grizzly bear attack. Troy's on the phone.
Just now, 7 years, and it costs him an awful lot of money, you would build a fantastic NASA state-of-the-art suit. What you wouldn't do is knock up some dopey Buzz Lightyear lookalike thing.
From North Bay, Ontario. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine. This time you've done it, eh?
Well, it's taken a while, but like I say, yeah, finally we got there.
Because you and I talked a couple of other times.
Yes, we have a couple of times over the years.
But this is the suit.
Yeah, this is the suit. $100,000 later.
$100,000. I don't know what your relationship's like, but if I was to arrive home and say to my, hey, look, $100,000, yeah, hello, goodbye. Absolute nonsense suit, but there it is. That's going to protect him from the grizzly bears, but obviously you've got to test it. You've got to put it through rigorous scientific testing. And hey, I mean rigorous scientific testing, all right?
The log is going to bump me.
Are you ready, Troy?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Just one point on this one. They've shot the suit with the gun. Fine. It hasn't penetrated the armour because it hasn't burst the balloon. It has split it in two in the middle, though. Anyway, let's carry on. Just one thing. I don't know if you're with me on this, but I'm noticing a basic design fault in this suit when it comes to tackling a grizzly. But let's carry on. At this point, I interjected. Can I just say I interjected at this point, and I said, look, these are all controlled experiments, Troy. Why don't you get yourself into a situation when you're in real danger, okay? Danger that you can't control. So what he did, very bravely, is he went into a biker bar. Has anyone ever been in a biker bar? He went in a big biker bar, and he uttered the immortal phrase, bless him. Hey, which one of you camp faggots owns the Harley Davidson outside? So here he is, he's been beaten up by the Hells Angels and he's completely unaffected. There is no damage to his brain at all. Just look at the way he's acting, perfectly normally.
Oh, jeez. shake it around. Hey.
I'm afraid he's turning to Lionel Blair just for a second.
New on shelf today, Surf Lemon Fresh. Fantastic whites with natural lemon. Smells as clean as it looks. And of course it carries the lever...
I'll never hide all this lot.
I saw you come in. Quick, there's no queue. I just need a...
Introducing white whites with a hint of lemon.
As your new manager, I envisage a radical alteration to our game. We will employ a continental sweeper system. The wing-backs feeding two main strikers.
Let's take a wee break, eh? Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
I like the old days, eh?
Si, senor.
Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to show you. I was showing you my man with the grizzly bear. We'll come back to him in a minute, but oh, that's a hell of a long walk in the new house. As you know, I spend a lot of my time with the police, both professionally and in my private life. And what I've got here, I went out with the police in America, and we've got them here searching a car. A car's been stopped, they've taken the occupants out, and they're searching the world's untidiest car.
Wandering around the back of the complex tonight. I don't know if they're there at this time.
That's lovely.
290, Kenny, is there any dope dogs on the air?
Now, he's asking for the dope dogs.
There was a bag in the car that had some residue in it, so I'm going to have one of the drug-sniffing dogs come by and...
Now, a drug-sniffing dog, don't be misled by this. In this country, that is a dog that can go through your bags, go through your satchels, go through your handbags, and sniff out any drugs that you've got. Don't worry, we haven't got them here tonight. But in America, it's a different thing. A drug-sniffing dog is a dog that sits around the station all day sniffing drugs. And they're completely gaga. Look, here's one here. They've said, go and get in the car. Go on in the car. Go on in the car. No, the car. No, the car. The big metal thing there, the car. In you go. I'll go in. Right, now, while you're in the car, Rover, just search through and find any drugs... No, don't have a sleep. Don't wee on the seat. And don't sniff my crotch, Rover. So, what we've got here is the big dog in the car, and you might notice on the embankment the three occupants of the car.
Oh, oh, oh! We got a runner!
Sorry, the two occupants of the car. Right, so there's a little chase going on.
You can decide any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand those rights? Did you even, for a second, consider the fact that there was a big German Shepherd that was walking around inside that car?
Yes, sir.
You ever been bit by one of those police dogs?
Yes, sir.
You have? Would it have been worth it?
No, sir.
No?
Now, can I just say something? What he's saying here sounds sensible. You fooled, you ran away, didn't know he had a big dog? I think you should be asking this question to the dog. Didn't you know we had one of the Bee Gees there? Huh? You ever been bitten by one of the Bee Gees? Do you think it would have been worth it? Actually, the bloke... Oh, just if you didn't fancy the old rock and roll music, you remember Killer? The old Killer, Jerry Lee Lewis? Funnily enough, this copper is Jerry Lee Lewis's son. It's Tommy Lee Lewis. And he doesn't play the piano, he doesn't sing rock and roll. And he doesn't have his dad's problem. He's gone into a career in law enforcement. The one thing he has inherited from his dad is a penchant, as it were, for the underage bride. And I think I've got a bit of a clip talking about his family.
Family is a very important element of this job. I have a beautiful wife of just over 2 years and...
No, to me, I'm sorry. I'm a liberal man, but to me, that's too young. Do you know what I mean? I mean, for a start, she won't be able to cook. Clean her, there'll be soiled nappies all over the thing. Anyway, listen, we're going back to my mate now, my mate who was out for the grizzly bear. Now, I directed this, and one thing I was after was a bit of cinematography. So I got these beautiful shots, I'm sure you'll agree, all around the campfire. And I tried to create a mood. Remember the great warrior poets that would play chess the night before they went into battle? That's what we've got here, look. There he is. Game of chess going on, just getting their yin and their yang sorted out. Beautiful juxtaposition there of the knife and the chess. Absolutely marvellous. I'll tell you what it is, it's Brechtian. Except, of course, they're not actually chess pieces, are they? They're just bits of melted candle wax that they were pushing around on a board. But I remember saying to him at this point, do something tough. Do something, a real tough guy thing. Go on. Go on, Troy, do something. That's it. What are you going to do? Light your cigarette off a flaming log. Go on, Troy. No, just stop it now. You burnt all the tassels on your hat now, haven't you, Troy? But one thing I did ask them to do was, could you tell me some stories that, you know, that illustrate just what hard men you are, how you've looked at danger and gone, ha-ha, in the face of it?
It's one of the reasons why I went to Vietnam, I suppose.
Sorry, this man's telling a story about being in Vietnam, just incidentally, apropos of nothing, this is several years ago. He's now one of the leading toy manufacturers in the United States of America, multi-millionaire. Sorry.
It was for the fun, travel, and adventure, and to get a feel for what it was like in combat. We were out on a mission that had a real quiet area of operation. Nothing happened, and we were getting fidgety and needed to fix, and so we played the game that we called Outrun the Hand Grenade. You pull the hand grenade out of your belt, you pulled the pin, you popped the spoon, and you had to set it at your feet. You couldn't throw it at your feet. You had to pop the spoon, set it at your feet, and then your choice was to either run just as hard and fast down the trail until it went off, or
what? A choice is when one thing keeps you alive and the other thing might keep you alive. Run down the trail or get blown up. Okay, they're off. They're off in search of the great grizzly bear, and they've got the big suit. And I kind of thinking all the time I was making it, there is a basic design fault. You've got a big suit. You're all in. Bears live in kind of mountains, don't they? Hilly terrain. But obviously they're the experts, not me.
By the time he gets around to about the corner of that ridge line, we expect the bear to be taking offense to him being in its territory, and we'll be hitting him somewhere there.
Why is the bear, this is the other thing I didn't say, why is the bear going to take offence at him being in his territory? Seems an odd, until I realised that what they do is they go dressed as Frank Spencer meets Mr. Pastry. No, you would take offence. Anyway, come on.
Now, this might sound a little crazy. I mean, all this research and all this time and hope and stuff like that, but my honest opinion, if a grizzly's feeding on that food up there that he's killed or whatever, wherever he is, I'm going to round that bend, and he's going to take one look. He's going to be gone so fast, make your head spin.
Right. You're going to get the stuff on, the big, heavy armour, okay, to protect you from the bear. You're going to walk up the hill, across the little lake, through the trees, and round the corner to the bear, and he's going to be frightened and run away. Well, I think we all want to see you do that, Troy. So we're with you 100%. Off you go, off into the mountains, and take on the grizzly bear. Oops. What if we carry you up to the grizzly bear there? Troy, would that help at all? And now one of the great phrases.
Oh, shit. No, I'm like a fish out of water in this thing up here.
I'm like a fish out of water in this thing up here. Troy, anywhere that hasn't got bars on the windows, you're like a fish out of water, my friend. Anyway, I've got to go. I'll see you later. Yep. bad night. I'll tell you where I went last night, right? You know, I got out with my showbiz friends. You know Tom York out of Radiohead? You must know Tom York out of Radiohead. Only like the biggest pop star in the entire Western world. I went out of him, right? I'll tell you why. He phoned me up. He's in the right state. He's just broken up with his girlfriend. He used to go out with Raquel out of Coronation Street, the one who dumped Curly and went to live in Malaysia. He used to go out with her and they was going to get married, but she wanted to keep her own name, like a lot of actresses do, and have a double-barrelled name. And then she called the wedding off because she realised she'd be Sarah Lancashire York, which is pretty ridiculous. And then he gone out, you know Sheryl Crow, big pop singer? Kind of very attractive in a kind of camel sort of way. Every day is a... He went out with her, and she had exactly the same problem. She called it off because she thought, I'll wind up being called Cheryl, your crow. And then, how ugly is that? Oh, here you go. This is a bit of gossip that'll probably be coming out. It will be coming out soon, so I might as well show it to you now. This is me. I've joined Prodigy. What happens is he runs around going, I'm a fire starter, I'm a fire starter, and I go behind with a big bucket of sand. Like that. Because, you know, it can be dangerous, this. And also, anyone want some aftershave? Because I'll tell you why, because I ain't going to wear this stuff no more. Because what it is when you put this on, I found that I would just walk into a bar, restaurant, Wimpy, somewhere like that, and just go up to a woman and go, hi, how you doing? Do you want to come home and sleep with me? I couldn't do any, I'd try and, like, chat it, but it was just all, and basically, so I've stopped using it now. Because it's, there you go. Obvious, very, very ugly thing to wear. What have we got? Oh, do you like the new place, by the way? Do you like it? Yeah. I'll tell you why I'm here, actually, because they said to me, right, I said, I'm Steed, I'm John Steed, and they go, no, we got this other old bloke now, he's going to be John Steed, and we want you to be Gambit. And I thought, bollocks. I'm not going to get my hair all curly and wind up on a coffee advert doing that, so I acted it, and I've come home. I've come home with the ump like that. What have we got? Oh, here, look. Oh, ructions. Don't talk to me about ructions, you've got no idea. What about this? Scylla come round my house, right? She come round and I said, Scylla, you want to borrow chocolate? And I gave her a chocolate bar, wouldn't eat it, right? I had to give her that, right? Leave it, headache.
You're watching HTV.